Good morning to all my friends. Thank you for coming. Shall we start?
Yes.
Today, we are meeting to discuss the most effective way in order to protect our environment. My point is reduce water pollution. So to elaborate, I would like to discuss this point. Firstly, I think we provide an underground reservoir tank is the most effective way to reduce water pollution. This is because underground reservoir tank can overcome the problem of discharging domestic wastewater directly into the drainage system and treating water using biotechnology. Moreover, build a special pipeline so that waste material can be collected in a tank before being channeled into the drainage system. For example, drainage system for residential, industrial, restaurant operator, and so on. Secondly, the installation of garbage trap is necessary to overcome the problem of garbage that is flowed by water through the drain. Garbage trap should be installed in strategic place along the main ditch to straight garbage and facilitated maintenance management. In addition, to ensure that garbage does not clog the drainage system, regular maintenance should be done once or twice a month. This way, the garbage will not clog the water and will not escape into the main drain system. Finally, in my opinion, the role of the mass media is also important in dealing with water pollution. Mass media play an important role in shaping the way of thinking of all users. Therefore, with the exposure of the mass media on the issue of pollution, the general public will be careful in dealing with the problem of pollution. So far, the mass media has made the most declarations about pollution issue. For instance, television, radio, mobile phone, computer, and so on. Whatever is shown and published will be followed by the community. Television is an electronic media owned by almost every family or individual. It is contained that information about the state of water pollution and measures to deal with it can be easily accessed. Not only that, the mass media now need to provide more information about water pollution issue throughout the country through advertising slots. In conclusion, this is best point because water is very important resource for all living things. Almost all activity require water. Therefore, water is an important basic need. Arisha, would you like to give us your opinion?
Yes, I would. Rules and punishment, in my opinion, are the most effective method of protecting our environment because, as we all know, environmental awareness should be carried out in accordance with act enacted in accordance with environmental laws and regulation. This is said because environmental conservation is critical to preserving the environment for future generations. A law, in my opinion, is a provision made by a ruling party on the basis of a specific source with the goal of regulating and managing the interconnected life of humans and nature, and humans and God. So following the law is the only way to keep environmental care is going. In this way, the government should make it easier to follow law and rules. Particularly, the Environmental Quality Act of 1974 by imposing fines, penalties, jail times, and other punishment on any party, person, or company that has been internationally or unintentionally polluted the environment. A factory, for example, must have be operating condition that be followed by the authorities. However, if a factory violates the condition, strict action must be taken. GAS required all refineries to install smoke filters as one of the requirements of operating a refinery. It aims to reduce the direct release of harmful gases into the atmosphere, thereby preventing the occurrence of acid rain, which can harm the health of humans, plants, animals, crops by bleaching the colors of swamps, killing trees, and causing coughing. Furthermore, fine can help protect our environment by imposing a minimum fine of 5,000 ringgit and a maximum fine of 10 million ringgit, depending on the offences, as well as a mandatory sentence of imprisonment of no more than 5 years on each of the offenders involved. This punishment is necessary to teach management a lesson about the importance of proper environmental management. Not only that, but license is also important for people who want to start business in the country. After the after the business has been registered, the next step is getting approval is to find out what environmental requirements and assessments are needed. And important rules can be imposed by requiring all industry's activities to obtain approval, such that before implementing the project, the owner must submit a declaration to the Director General of the Environment to confirming the company. To prevent environmental degradation, the latter requires all industries, particularly those in development, to conduct an environmental impact assessment (EIA). The approval of DOE Director General is important. If it is discovered to be in violation of the EIA requirements and conditions, the authorities may cancel the project. That was my point and reason why I declare that rules and punishment are the most effective way to protect our environment. So, Shafika, how about you? Did you agree with my statement or do you have any different point to affirm it?
Yes, I agree with you, Arisha, but I have my own opinion. My opinion, campaign and competition are one effective way to help protect the environment. Among the campaign that can be carried out are the Love Our River campaign, the Recycling campaign, the Companion of Nature campaign, and so on. This campaign is advertised through electronic media such as TV, radio, print media like newspaper, poster, magazine. During this campaign, the community will be educated on the importance of environmental protection and how to care for the environment, such as controlling garbage disposal to reduce contamination to the ecosystem. Recycling campaign can encourage people to recycle recyclable materials, so society will be able to save money and reduce environmental pollution. In this campaign, activities such as planting flower, trees, and clearing dirty areas can be carried out. Planting flowers or trees will not only enhance the environment but also restore the greenery of a place and prove the importance of green leaf on Earth. Competition on the environment need to be intensified to foster the public interest in the love of the environment. The competition can be done both in school and even public place. Among the competition that can be conducted are quiz, drawing poster, coloring, and speech on the environment. This can raise awareness and teach the community to protect the environment. Therefore, our community need to be involved in such campaign and competition so that the problem of nature can be resolved. So Azuli, do you agree with me or do you have a different way to protect our environment?
Okay, thank you, Shafika. That's a good point, but I think control air pollution the most effective way in order to protect our environment. I still believe that this is the best way because planning and systematic waste management is also one of the steps that can effectively overcome the problem of air pollution. The community needs to practice the 3R program in daily life, which is a program known as reduce, reuse, and recycle. Reduce is an effort to reduce the use of limited resource materials. In other words, society should be frugal in using resources that are diminishing every day, such as petroleum and coal. Reuse is the effort to reuse waste material directly or change the function of the material by creating new items. This is done to save resources and thus reduce junk that can cause environmental pollution. In the meantime, the community needs to practice recycling, which is reusing new material. For example, the community can sell old newspaper and magazine for recycling. This can not only reduce waste but also save cost for waste disposal. Therefore, the community should always be aware of air pollution issues to prevent environmental pollution from becoming more and more serious. Besides, reducing the usage of a vehicle en route will also help in reducing air pollution on Earth. The more the usage of vehicle, the more the harmful gases released into the air such as hydrocarbon, nitrogen oxide, carbon monoxide, and sulfur dioxide, which will cause serious air pollution. The usage of cars, lorries, and motorbikes should be drastically reduced as the gases released by this vehicle can also contribute in greenhouse effect. However, this pollution can be reduced when citizens practice the habit of carpooling and the usage of public transport like bus, train, monorail, and many more. In addition, citizens can walk or cycle to near destination instead of driving, which will lead to lesser air pollution. Therefore, reducing the usage of vehicles by NOTAP can reduce air and sound pollution. Last but not least, the steps that need to be taken to deal with the problem of air pollution is to reduce the use of chemicals. This is because chemical will cause pollution to the environment and will have a long-term impact on the environment. What is mean is that the use of pesticides and air conditioner is one of the most significant and serious effects. As a result of the use of insecticides and condition, the depletion of the ozone layer and groundwater by chlorofluorocarbon are extremely dangerous to people around the world. As a result, people are prone to dangerous diseases such as eye cataract, skin cancer, and so on. This has an impact on the country's economy because it has to spend huge funds to cover the cost of hospital bills. So what do you think, guys?
Uh, I think all the point is good, but as time runs out, it's appear that none of us can agree on which option is the best because each has numerous advantages and disadvantages. Nonetheless, I can confidently say that all of us have put forth our best effort in considering the various implications of each option. So just that from us. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.